Good morning, children. Hope you all are keeping good. So we have completed the lesson adverbs. One lesson was gone live, and the other one, the recorded one which I have sent, and I hope that all of you have watched that recorded video also uploaded one. Okay, and based on that we have conducted the test paper also, and I think that all of you have understood the rules regarding the positioning of adverbs. Okay, insertion of adverbs in its correct place, and also the use of the adverbs like very and much, where to use very and much. Okay, so all these things we have completed. And if you have any doubts regarding that, you can just message me or call me and ask me the doubts. Okay, and now we are moving on to the last lesson for this terminal examination, that is preposition. And the preposition we started learning from our KG classes onwards. Okay, and many of the prepositions are very simple, and we feel that the lesson preposition is very simple. Of course it is simple, but at the same time it is really very confusing also. Okay, so we may feel that a particular blank is given and you feel that maybe more than one preposition will be matching in that blank. Okay, so that is why you have to understand the meaning of each and every preposition very well, then only you will be able to insert the preposition in its correct place. Okay, so we'll start it, and before starting, just tell me what is called a preposition, or what is the definition of a preposition. And I hope that all of you know that. Okay, so the simplest definition of preposition is a word which tells where somebody or something is. Okay, so preposition is a word that tells us where somebody or something is. Where somebody or something is, when we say somebody means a person. Okay, the man is standing under the tree, and we know that in that sentence the man is standing under the tree. In that sentence, we all know that under is a preposition. Okay, so when under is used as a preposition, we know that, see, from this preposition, what is the work done by this preposition? Where somebody is. Where is he standing? He is standing under the tree. Okay, so with the help of the preposition, we can understand where the man is, what he is doing, or where he is. Okay, so it tells where somebody or something is. Somebody means a person, something means a thing. The book is on the table. So when we say the book is on the table, we know that in this the preposition is on. Okay, so this preposition tells where something is. So where is the book kept? The book is on the table. Okay, so these two prepositions which explains where somebody is or where something is. So the purpose of a preposition or preposition tells where somebody or something is. Okay, and we have studied a lot of prepositions. The common ones that you have studied: in, on, at, under, above, below, then of, into, then beside, besides, between, among. A lot we have studied. Okay, so we'll see one by one. So first thing is, we'll study about the prepositions of time. Okay, so first one, prepositions of time. In your book it is clearly given that. And which are the prepositions of time? Prepositions of time are at, on, and in. Okay, so these three, and we know that doesn't mean that these prepositions are used only for time. Other than that, also we'll use the same prepositions. So for preposition of time, when we mention about the time, these are the three prepositions that we use in sentences. Okay, and first one is, and at denotes a definite point of time. So at, for a definite point of time. Okay, and for example, definite point means, say, at 2 o'clock, at midnight. You can copy down all these examples. At midnight, then at Christmas. At Christmas. So for seasons in the sense means, it doesn't mean that spring, summer, all those seasons. Christmas season. Okay, Diwali. So for festivals also we can use at Diwali, at Christmas, not on Christmas. Okay, on Christmas day of course we can use it on Christmas day, but the festivals when we are using, we have to use at with those festivals. Okay, at Onam, at Christmas, and at Baishakhi, and at what else, at Easter. Okay, or that day. If you are mentioning day along with the festival, on Diwali day, but at Diwali, there was a sale at Diwali. Okay, so that Diwali tag. Okay, so at Christmas, at Diwali, please don't forget that. Okay, day if you are adding along with this, then on Diwali day, on Christmas day. Otherwise, at Christmas festivals, at Christmas, at Diwali, at Onam, at Vishu. Okay, and so at noon, 12 noon we'll say. Festivals we have to use at, and if a day is there along with that, we have to use on. Okay, so that is the difference between at, on and in. That is over. And now the difference between in and within. What is the difference between in and within? In means basically a period of time will be there till the end of that time will be mentioned. Okay, in and within. Okay, so I'll be back in a week. Okay, I shall be back in a week. Okay, so what is the meaning of that? By the end of that week only. Okay, in a week, that means by the end of that week. Okay. When the week is over. Okay, so I shall be back in a week means by the end, after the completion of that week. And I shall be back within a week. Within a week. So that means before the week is over. Okay. Week is over. Okay, so this you have to understand the difference in the meaning. I shall be back in a week means after the end of, if today is Monday, so that means after 1 week means next Monday. Okay, till next Monday. So after next Monday I will reach. So that is the meaning of I'll be back in a week. Okay, by the end of that week, or either by Monday or after Monday. Okay, I shall be back within a week means within these 7 days, any of those days he may return. Okay, so that is the difference between in and within. In by the end of that, within means including, within that week itself. Okay, and next one is by. By when we use, by always the time that is mentioned. Okay, the latest time at which an action will be over. Okay, so the meeting will be over. The meeting will be over by 6 p.m. Okay, if the sentence is like that, the meeting will be over by 6 p.m. means it can be over before 6 p.m. also, but the latest time, latest means maximum it can go up to 6. It should not exceed 6. That is the meaning of that. The meeting will be over by 6 p.m. means can be over before 6 or at the latest 6. At the latest 6 in the sense means it should not exceed 6 o'clock. Okay, so the last time the meeting can be exceeded will be up to 6 o'clock. That is the meaning of by when we use. Okay, and next one. So already you have studied, that is why I'm not explaining too much about this. Okay, because with one example itself the meaning will be very much clear to all of you. And you know that for your exam, same preposition won't be repeated in your question. So please be careful, don't write the same preposition for more than one blank. Okay, so you have to read and understand it well. And in your book also there is a lesson called words followed by preposition. Go through that lesson well. Only if you read and understand the preposition you will be able to fill the prepositions correctly. Okay, and no same preposition will be repeated again. So that also you have to keep in mind. Okay, next one is about since and for. Since and for already we have studied in our tenses. Okay, and since and for, since for exact point of time. Exact point of time. Okay, so that means since Monday, since morning, since morning, then since 2019, then since 2 o'clock. All these are exact timings only. Okay, exact point of time. Then since midnight. Okay, it has been raining since midnight. Okay, still now it is not yet over. It is continuously raining. Okay, so since exact point of time, since Monday, since morning, since 2019, since 2 o'clock, since midnight. So all these denotes exact point of time. But on the other hand, for denotes a period of time. A period of time. For is for a period of time. Okay, so what we are going to use is for 2 minutes. Even 2 minutes can be counted as a period of time because it is more than 60 seconds. Okay, so 1 second is of course, okay, there is no period of time there. For 2 seconds, that also is a period of time. More than 1 second means it is a period of time. Okay, so for 2 minutes, for 2 weeks, for 2 months, any number. Okay, for 20 years, for 3 seconds. Okay, so all these will be used for a period of time. Okay, so for is used for a period of time, since for an exact point of time. So you have to see to it that if dash Monday, okay, the class, one second. She has been studying in this school dash 2019. She has been studying in this school dash 2019. That means since 2019. You should not fill up with 4. Okay, there won't be any bracket which will be given. So you have to remember all these rules. Okay, so she has been studying in this school dash 20 years or dash 10 years. She has been studying in this school dash 10 years. So it's a period of time. There you have to use she has been studying in this school for 10 years. But she has been studying in this school dash 2019. Then you have to use since. Okay, so that is the difference. So since exact point of time and for is for a period of time. So please do keep this in mind. The difference between since and for. Since for exact point of time and for a period of time. Okay, and next comes is yes, from. From we know that normally when you are beginning an action, from is used there. Okay, so the meeting will be from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. From and to, the starting point and the ending point. Okay, for example, the exam will be held from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. The exam will be from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Okay, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. From and to, from is the beginning of the action. Okay, beginning of the action, and to when it comes with from, ending time. Okay, only when it comes with from only it will be used for ending time. So from such and such a time to such and such a time. Okay, so if a time will be mentioned, clearly mentioned, from this time to that time. In such a way we will use from. Okay, and next one, next set of prepositions are at and in. Okay, in connection with the places when we use at and in. So already we have studied last year the difference between at and in connection with the places. Okay, so the difference is that at and in. Okay, at is used for smaller places or cities. Places or cities. Okay, at Ambalur, and it is used for bigger places and cities. Okay, also countries Okay, states, countries, all these things will be included in in. Okay, so when we compare, when we in connection with the places, when we use at and in, at for smaller places and cities, and in for bigger places, cities, countries, continents, etc. Okay, in Antarctica. Okay, and at Ambalur, when we compare both the places, which one is smaller, there we have to use at, and which one is bigger, we'll use in. Okay, at Ambalur, in Thrissur. Understood? So compare this, when we compare these two, this is smaller place and this is a city, okay, and or this is a town. So in such a way, you have to compare this. At is always used for smaller places and in is used for bigger places. Okay, so please do keep in mind at and in, when we use with the places, we have to use at for smaller places and in for bigger places. Okay, so that is we should know about at and in. And next one is about some combinations are there. So those combinations we will see now. Okay, between and among. What is the difference between between and among? Between, we know that between is used for two, isn't it? Between and among. And between for two and among more than two. Okay, so between is for okay, so we were discussing between and among, the use of between and among, and between, as we know that between is used only for two persons or two things. Okay, two persons or things, and if more than two is there, we have to use among. Okay, example, there was a fight between two friends. Okay, or there was a fight between Rahul and Sanjay. So we are adding up two names. So only when two are there, we have to use between. And when it comes to among, distribute the chocolates among the children. You know that children means a group will be there more than two, so that is why we have to use among them. Okay, so always remember when between and among comes, between is for two persons or two things and among is for more than two. Okay, and next one is on and upon. On and upon. And you know the difference between, and yeah, this one I forgot to tell you. What is the difference between in and on? Okay, so in and on. Okay, on means on the surface. Okay, in means inside. Okay, and example, the fish is in the water. Okay, so to and towards. To and towards, to means destination and towards means direction. Okay, example, he went to the school. So that means he reached the destination. He reached the destination. But he went towards the school. He went towards the school means in that direction where the school is. Okay, we don't know whether he is going to school or not. In the direction of school, he was moving. So that means towards always denotes direction. Okay, and to means destination. He went to the school means he reached the place, the destination he reached. But when we say towards, towards means to that direction. Okay, where the school is. Understood? That is the difference between to and towards. And next one, off. Off always denotes separation. Okay. He fell off the horse. Off. Separation. He got off the bus. He got off the bus means he came out of the bus. Okay. And then he fell off the horse. Fell off the horse. That means he fell down from the horse. Okay, so he fell off the horse, the ball rolled off the table. So there is a separation. Switch off. Switch off the light. Switch off the light. That means between the connection, electricity and the light, the connection you have to switch off, separate it. Understood? So that is the difference between off. Off always denotes separation. And another one is beside and besides. All these are simple ones only. Only remember the clues that I have told you. Okay? Beside and besides. Okay? So beside means on my side. And besides means in addition to. Okay? Beside means on my side. Besides means in addition to. So that is the main difference between beside and besides. He is sitting beside me. Okay, he is sitting beside me means he is sitting next to me on my side. Besides me, only one SS difference is there, but he has got a great difference in the meaning. Okay, so he is sitting beside me means next to me. That is the meaning of that. Besides me, my mother also came for the meeting. There was a meeting and you are called along with you, your mother also. Okay, so that means besides me, in addition to me, who else came? My mother also came for the meeting. Okay, so beside means on my side, besides means in addition to. Okay, and another one, a very important one, in time and on time. What is the difference between in time and on time? Last year I have told you this. In time and on time. Okay, in time means before time. That means 5 to 8 minutes early. Okay, on time means exact time. Okay, in time means before time and on time means exact time. The train is running on time. Okay, so you have to be there in time to get the train or to catch the train. Okay, so if you reach there at exact time, will you get the train? The train is running on time, exact time the train is running. So the train is running on time, so you have to reach the station in time to catch the train. In time means you have to reach there before the train reaches. Okay, 5 to 8 minutes before the maximum time. Okay, of course you have to go early, before half an hour, that will be good, and maximum you can be late up to 5 minutes before the train reaches. Okay, so before 5 minutes you have to reach there, then only you will get the train which is running on time. So on time means always exact time. Okay, the guest will inaugurate the function at 10 o'clock. Okay, so all the students should be in the auditorium before that function. Okay, so the guest will reach on time, that means 10 o'clock. Okay, the guest will be there on time, so you have to be there in time to receive the guest. So if you are also going exactly at the same time, that means when the guest comes, no one will be there to receive him. Okay, so guest will be on time, exact time only, so you have to be there before that time to receive him. So exactly 10 o'clock if he is coming, you are also reaching there at 10 o'clock means there will be a mess there. Okay, so 10 o'clock the guest will come, so you have to be there by 9:50 or 9:55. Then only you can receive the guest who will be coming there at 10 o'clock. Understood? So that means on time means exact time, in time means before time. Okay, and yes, on time at the arranged time and in time is not late with a comfortable margin. We reached the station in time for the train and the train started on time. Okay, so that is the difference. In time and on time is very important, and please remember this. On time means exact time and in time means before time. Before time is not half an hour before, maximum 5 to 8 minutes before. Okay, so in such a way you should understand the meaning of in time and on time. Okay, and next one, by and with. What is the difference between by and with? Okay, so by and with. By is used to express that in active and passive. You have studied that. Okay. Example. Yes, the burglar was beaten by. The burglar means was. Who is a burglar? A thief. Okay. So the burglar was beaten by the people with a stick. Okay, so you can see by and with both we have used here. The burglar was beaten by agent. By is used by the one who is doing the action. Okay, and with means with the instrument that we are doing something. Okay, with a knife. He cut the vegetables with a knife. He cut the vegetables with a knife. Okay, so the burglar was beaten by the people. So by is the agent or the doer, and with means the instrument that we use to do the action. Okay, so that is the difference between by and with. And another thing is that through. When we use through means from one end to the other end, enclosed area. The train went through a tunnel. Okay, through enclosed area from one end to the other. From one end to the other. Okay, through means the train went through the tunnel, through this opening to the other end it will go. Okay, so that is the meaning of through. So we have come across a number of prepositions, and another one. He sat dash the table for dinner. He sat dash the table. Don't write near the table or on the table. It should be always. It is a usage. Okay, he sat at the table means he sat on the chair near the table to have his dinner. Okay, so he sat at the table. That is the correct usage. Not on the table or near the table. He sat at the. When you are doing something by sitting there, then you have to use it. Okay, he sat there at the table to write a letter. So he'll be writing the letter by keeping the paper on the table only. So when we use in such a way, we have to always use at the table. Okay, sitting on the chair near the table to do something, either to have your food or to write something. If you are using that in such a situation, we have to always use at the table, not near the table. Understood? Okay, so we have come across a number of prepositions now, and which were the prepositions. We'll just revise quickly one by one. And first we started with prepositions of time: at, on, and in. Okay, and we know that at is used for definite point of time. Okay, at 3 o'clock, at midnight, at dawn, at night, at Christmas. Festive seasons we use at. Okay, and next one, on. On is used for days and days. On Monday, on 20th November. Okay, and in we use for parts of the day, month, year and season. Okay, in winter, in 2020, in December, and also in the morning, in the afternoon. Okay, and in and within, the difference. In means when the week is over, and within means before the week will be over. That is the difference between within a week. Okay, before the week is over, and the other one means when the week is over. And next one, by always denotes the latest time at which a program can be over, at which a action can be over. That is used with the help of by. The meeting will be over by 6 o'clock means latest by 6. It can be over before 6 also. Okay, since and for, we know that since for an exact point of time, and for a period of time. Since Mondays in 2020, since 2 o'clock, and for a period of time, for 2 minutes, for 2 days, for 2 months, for 2 years. Okay, so that is the difference between since and for. And next one, at and in, when it is connected with the places, at is used for smaller places and in for bigger places and cities and countries. Okay, and next one, between and among. Between and among, between for two persons and among for more than two. And on and upon. On means on rest and upon means action is involved. Same way, in and into. In means in rest and into means action is involved there. Above and over. Above means of a higher level and over means vertically up. Okay, and same way just the opposite is below and under. Below means of a lower level and under means vertically down. Okay, and next one is to and towards. To means destination and towards means direction. So you have to go through the sentences and understand whether the meaning which is given for each preposition is there or not. Okay, so from when we insert this preposition, whether the meaning that you are intended to use there will be coming in that sentence or not. According to that, you have to fill the blanks correctly. Okay, so to destination, towards means direction. Okay, and another one is yes, into already. Off means separation. Okay, fell off the horse means fell down. That is off. Okay, beside and besides. Beside means on my side and besides means in addition to. Okay, besides helping me, he gave me with extra money also. Okay, so besides helping me, in addition to helping me, he gave me some money also. Okay, and next one, by and with. By means the doer of the action and with means the instrument with which you are doing the action. Okay, so that is the difference between by and with. And another one is in time and on time. In time and on time, the main difference is that on time means exact time and in time means the time which is before, that may be 5 to 8 minutes before. Okay, so with a considerable margin we use in time. Okay, and the last one, through. Through means from one end to the other end, which is an enclosed area from one opening to the other opening. Okay, the car went through the tunnel. Okay, so these are some of the commonly used prepositions. And he sat at the table. When you are sitting near the table to do something, you have to always use not near the table but at the table. Okay, so these are some of the prepositions, and commonly used prepositions we have already discussed. So please you have to be very careful. And yes, against, one thing, against will always show he threw stone at the dog. Okay, so with pressure, and if there is a contact between the stone and the dog, you have to use, if you are using force, inserting force, then you have to use against. Okay, he threw stones at, sorry, not against for that. He threw stone at the dog only. Okay, so at has the idea of hitting only when you are using, showing pressure and contact. Okay, like he threw the bag against the wall. Okay, with force when you are, with a purpose when you are doing something. Okay, so at has the idea of only hitting. So he threw the stone at the dog, he threw the bag against the wall. Okay, so against when showing pressure, but the other one idea of hitting only. At means only idea of hitting, and this one which shows pressure. Okay, you will just throw a stone at the dog, but the other one with pressure, when you are using inserting force, then you have to use against. Okay, so these are some of the prepositions that you have to study, and as I have told you before, prepositions won't be repeated in your question paper, so one preposition only for one blank. So you should know the meaning of the sentence well, then only you will be able to fill those sentences with the correct prepositions. Okay, so I think you can do all these exercises. I will send the answers of these exercises to you. So please do all these exercises before I send you this. Understood? Okay, children. Thank you.